Players in the middle of the park are doing their part, and the rotation's good up front, so the ball speed's been good, and the players look really sharp.
Graham Arnold is massive on set pieces. He knows it's going to play a massive part in the next phase of qualifying. I mean, you can practice all you want on a training ground, but when you actually get it out there into match situations, Bozza, what they've served up so far from corners and attacking free kicks, how would you describe it?
It's been okay. It's been nothing spectacular. But like I said, coming back to the original goal, was a foul there on the goalkeeper. It's all about the delivery. So you can, like you said, you can practice them all you want. And obviously it's important for the boys that are making runs, their timing. But the most important thing is delivery, because it all basically starts from that. Because if it's a poor delivery, you can forget about scoring any type of goal. So, they should be looking. I mean, Cafu, the great Brazilian right back, I saw him do an interview the other day when he was talking about when he was a youngster, that he finished training with something close to 150 crosses. And he was one of the best crosses of the ball that there was, and that was from fullback. So it's all about who's delivering.
And now do that today.
Worked out okay for him? Yeah, you're true.
The players aren't allowed to do that today.
Loads. Loads. We're off to a quick break here live on Fox Sports. We'll have a few more thoughts before we get back to Kuwait for the second half of the Socceroos in control, 2-0 up, and up a man as well after the Nepalese had a player sent off just before half-time. Back soon.
Great job by Ford over the weekend. How quickly things change in this game. It's more supercar action in Darwin. This is going to be a big arm wrestle right here.
The VRB is a very important thing.
Everyone wearing it has a sense of pride.
Because it symbolises the fight against MND.
Help fight MND in your VIB.
People in the future who need us.
Hell happened here.
Hasn't happened yet. I want my body back. Come and get it. All of you are dangerous. That's why you're here.
I don't think you know what a bad day is. But you won't find out.
Foxtel Movies. Bring the cinema experience home. Watch on demand. There's a girl. She's in trouble. I stepped in. More like punched and kicked.
You don't want to start with
You're a kung fu butt-kicking hero? It's what I've been doing the last 3 years.
Do you know how much danger this was our family in?
This is what I meant to do.
You basically walked on air.
It was physics.
You don't want to start with
Kung Fu. Thursdays 8:30 on Fox 8. Or watch on demand.
In 1975, it was Clive Lloyd who first laid his hands on the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup.
In 2007, MS Dhoni first lifted the ICC Men's T20 World Cup trophy.
And now, in 2021, will it be Kane Williamson and his spirited New Zealand side,
or Virat Kohli and his dominant Indian team, who will create history and be crowned the first ever ICC World Test champions?
This is the ultimate test.
Yeah, welcome back. Almost set for the second half in Kuwait. Yes, woohoo, indeed. Everyone's had a rest, namely those Socceroos and Nepalese players in 38-degree heat at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, local time, if you don't mind. A bit later on, Kuwait take on Jordan. They are battling for second position in the group. The best 5, by the way, second place teams go through because Qatar have obviously qualified for the World Cup. They're topping one of the groups at the moment, but they are through. They're going to play the Gold Cup, the CONCACAF Gold Cup coming up, Qatar. So that's them. This is us, Australia. The players that you want to see more out of, that we saw out of there, or maybe someone off the bench, Boz? That,
off the bench.
I
really hope he makes 5 changes again, and as early as possible, so they give the boys a real opportunity to make a mark on the game.
Yeah, Curtis Good, Kenny Dougal, Brennan Borrello and Adam Taggart and Danny Vukovic are the players that won't be taking part because they're not on the subs bench, Robbie, but you're casting your eye over that list right there.
It doesn't matter. All of the players, we want to see them, and that's what we're getting in these 2.5 games so far. But for Australia now, it's a great opportunity against. You feel a bit sorry for Nepal that they've lost a player, but it's going to be a very difficult second half for them. A lot of running, and obviously they're going to be quite deep at times and compact, and just the odd one up front. So it's up to Australia to move the ball around, and it's a great opportunity for them to get some goals.
Let's get back to the second half with our callers Andy Harper and Brenton Spoon. We're hearing, guys, that Lawrence Thomas could make his Socceroos debut off the bench in this second half. So we'll wait and see with that one.
The potential of a 4th different goalkeeper already in these 3 games out of 4 in Kuwait. The original squad of 31 reduced to 29 when Brad Smith went back to Seattle. Apo Yanu went back to his club as well with an injury concern. So 24 out of the 29 in this squad now have been starters in this tournament, Andy Harper. We're seeing a lot of faces, a lot of players get their opportunity.
Yeah, well, great opportunity. It's an opportunity for them. It's a great opportunity for Graham Arnold to rifle people through the various seats and see who settles into international football. The pressure's not on at the moment. The team's qualified already. The opponents as dogged as Nepal have been tonight. I'm really impressed, and they will find it difficult going down a man. But they've been so impressive. I think offered the most stubborn resistance in the 3 games so far in this qualifying hub. Graham Arnold is right to reward players with some game time.
So Australia looking to get right on the front foot from the kick-off routine. They've already scored from the kick-off at the start of the second half in this tournament. And one back by Hrustic, playing with his head up, playing Lecky right through the middle, and that's an important challenge. A full stretch from Suman, the left back. Otherwise, Lecky was about to make it 3.
Yeah, Suman has battled hard tonight. He's been exposed on a couple of occasions, but that was an excellent piece of recovery work.
What about that greeting from Sutar, coming face to face with the goalkeeper? Captured by the camera just behind the goal. Here they come to put bodies on Big Harry, who towers over every opponent he faces in world football pretty much. Almost for Duke, throws his hands to his head in frustration. Their share of corners already, Australia, without posing that big a threat. You will have noticed the number 14 is on for Nepal. That is Anjan Bista, the scorer of 3 of their 4 goals against Chinese Taipei in this qualification phase. Another one that caught your eye 2 years ago. Playing on the right wing. 4-4-1 shape now. After the expulsion of Rohit. Irvine tried to thread the needle to Hrustic. Sutar along the deck this time. went aerial more often than not in that first half. Flag does go up against Lecky, and Duke, who was looking across that line, had given up on his strike partner.
Again, very well organised. Back four and great. It's a tight call. Just a measure of how well Nepal defended, Speedy. The series of corners that Australia have had, and it's not from any of those really that the goalkeeper's ultimately been tested. And I think that's a really important thing to note, given the huge physical disparity. Harry Suchar towers over most players in world football, as you quite correctly said, but it's even more pronounced in a match like this. So they've handled him brilliantly, and they've defended their goal superbly from corners. In general play, they've defended really well. It's been a good test for the Socceroos.
6 corners have all gone Australia's way so far. Karacic set a task by Hrustic. Duke got there to flick it on. There's Adjan Bista getting back. Only as far as Page, who can whip it straight back in. Chance for Lecky. Goalkeeper goes down. And somehow Nepal emerge unscathed from that little entry from Aziz Page.